Yes, guys. How are we doing today? How are we doing? I hope everyone has survived today. It was a pretty mental day, pretty scary for some people, which I completely understand. But we got through it. And the thing is, for the people that would have been watching me over the last week or two, would have expected this to happen. Regarding what happened in the market today, right? We fully expected this to happen because we spoke about it, and and I'm going to show you and go back to everything as well, so we can kind of reflect on exactly what we were saying. But please like the stream, guys, as you are rolling in. Please do like the stream. Yes, Stan Jones, how you doing, man? Thank you for joining. Good evening. Good evening. I'm going to wait for a few more people to come in because what I want to show you guys in today's stream is extremely important to understand where we actually are in the market as of right now. Okay, something very important happened today, something that we were definitely waiting for a while to happen. It's also something that I expected and presented to you guys last week, and I will basically show you exactly what that is. I'll show you what I said last week as well, and then we'll kind of go from there and go over the Bitcoin chart right now, just so we can establish exactly where we are in the market. Hey, Samantha Jane, thank you for joining. You're just in the chippy. What's your order, mate? Saveloy and chips. I get Saveloy. I don't really get fish and chips. I don't know what it is with me, but there you go, man. Hopefully you enjoy it. But listen up, Dan. Hopefully you're listening up, though. Thank you for joining, Hava. Thank you for joining. But yeah, guys, please like the stream as you're rolling in, as per usual. COD, man gets the COD. Fair enough, man. Standard stuff. But yeah, how are we all feeling today after the big correction that happened today? I ain't gonna call it a crash because it ain't no crash, because that was meant to happen today. That was meant to happen. He does love a sausage, don't you, Dan? Loves it. Big man, I brought my first XRP today. Congrats, man. Congratulations to you. You waited for a very good time, and I'm glad you're here too, because like I said, important stuff happened today and we need to go through it. Okay, it is very, very important to go through it, to understand where we are, just so we do not have so much panic. I was very excited today when I saw what was happening in the market, the way it was dipping. For some of the people that were who I chat to quite a lot, I've got this like big group chat. I even told them, look, I'm expecting it to go below 30k. I'm expecting it to go into the 28,000s, because this is what we were waiting for. This is exactly what I wanted to happen, because last week we spoke about Wyckoff accumulation, guys. Yes, Julian, thank you very much for joining. Still looking for your pancakes. Nice. Yeah, last week, guys, we spoke about Wyckoff accumulation. Okay, after having a look at the charts, when we had that big dip, I took a step back, I zoomed out, and I said to myself, right, what is actually going on here? Let's have a quick look. And last week, I presented the case of Bitcoin going through Wyckoff accumulation. I then went through and actually drew out the chart for you. I explained what Wyckoff accumulation is. I then showed you the Bitcoin chart and how it resembles what a Wyckoff accumulation is looking like. And today, we done something crucial. We done something very crucial, because in my opinion, we are very, very close to this market finally beginning to surge. We just got to wait a little bit more before the market finally gets going and we start seeing a lot more excitement, and more people are going to start rolling in again, just like it did last time when there was a big surge in the market. But hopefully this time you guys are much more prepared for it, because I'm telling you, I'm excited. I was excited today because it's exactly what I was looking for. And hopefully for the guys that were watching me over a week ago, were expecting it as well. And they weren't too scared when it was all actually happening, because times like this can be extremely scary. So what I wanted to start off by doing for you guys is just showing you a quick clip, like a 1 or 2 minute clip from my video last week, my live stream last week, where I presented the case of Wyckoff accumulation, just so you guys can see what we were talking about. Then I'm going to go on and actually show you the chart as of today. Okay, so before I do that, let me quickly tell you what Wyckoff accumulation is for those people that don't actually know, right? So let me just get the actual definition of Wyckoff accumulation for you guys before I show you the clip. So here we go. There we go. Cool. So the Wyckoff accumulation, the accumulation phase is a sideways and range-bound period that occurs after a prolonged downtrend. This is the area where larger players try to build positions and shake out smaller fish without causing much of a further drop in price or the beginning of a new trend. Okay, so there you've got the actual definition of Wyckoff. All right, then what does Wyckoff actually look like? This is what Wyckoff actually looks like. So it's just basically exactly what this said. First, we enter the correction. Okay, phase A would include there being a big correction in a crypto, okay, until we finally find our bottom range, and then we enter phase B. Okay, so we had phase A where Bitcoin completely capitulated, and I am going to go through this in more detail for you guys shortly and actually show you the Bitcoin chart and how it resembles perfectly, right? In phase B, you basically found your resistance and you got your support. In phase C, you have your support level where it's called an accumulation bottom, where we play around with this area for a while, but this is what is important to me right here. Okay, this little area here, as you can see, this would have been our $30,000 what Bitcoin hit back at the end of May. This would of course be today. I explained that during Wyckoff accumulation, we would tend to get a bear trap in the accumulation bottom, meaning that the prices will drop below this low that we had, scaring people, hence a bear trap, and getting people to sell out of their positions before we do finally bounce out of there. Okay, so that is basically what I was expecting to happen during this Wyckoff phase. Now I'm going to quickly show you a 1 or 2 minute clip in what I presented last week in my live stream. I'm going to go quiet. I'm just going to play this for about a minute or two. Okay, so I'm going to play it, put this full screen. Here we go. Oh, actually, are you guys, let me just double check. You guys definitely have full screen. No, cool. Now you do. Here we go. And this time we are now entering phase C. What happens in phase C? We have an accumulation bottom where we just play around with the support area, our bottom. We accumulate for a little bit in here, get people scared, maybe dip down a little bit more until people sell their positions until we enter phase D and make our way out of there. What are we doing right now? I've even drawn it out for you guys right here. We're in phase C. Let me make it full screen for you. We're in phase C right now, okay? We're entering it perfectly. We're coming back into our accumulation zone. And what I expect from this area, what would make sense to me, is that we then begin to see a little bit of range bounding here. Don't be surprised if we go down a little bit further than 30K. This was 30K on the dot. Remember that day, even, you know, everyone was really scared that day. Don't be surprised if we see a little bit of this. We come down and we just play around in this area, right? We play around in this area. Oops, what happened here? We've just dropped below this little range. We've just dropped below 20. We just dropped below 30,000. We've just touched 28,000. Oh my God, the world is ending. Let's sell out of our positions because that is the end of it. No, what you would then see is probably a big bounce out of there. And then we start making our way up. And what do we do here, guys? What's this? If you guys have been watching, you would have learned this was our resistance. So what are we going to do when we go out of our resistance? We're going to come back down and touch it as support until we make our way out. This is kind of what I am expecting. This is what I am looking for. This is what would make sense to me. Okay. So guys, that is basically what I showed in last week's stream. Okay. And it's what, like I said, it is what made sense to me. It's what I expected to happen during a Wyckoff accumulation phase. And that's exactly what I was looking for. And yeah, what do you guys know today? It looks like we got exactly that. Here we go here, right? So what I'm going to do is just quickly go over exactly what all of these phases mean. Okay, so this green box is our resistance area. This red box is our support area. Okay, you've got phase A. Let's have a look at phase A. Phase A, we have the capitulation stage, okay, where we are finally dropping. What did we have? We had phase A where we were dropping. Cool, understood. Phase B, what do we see in phase B? In phase B, we find our resistance and we tend to hit it twice. And we also find our support down here as well, okay? So what we're looking for in phase B, we're looking for us to find our support level and we're looking for that resistance level to be tested twice. What do we have? We found our support level here and we have tested that resistance twice. Once here, once here. Support, resistance, resistance. Support, resistance, resistance. Then I expected us to go into phase C and maybe have a little drop below our previous support at 30K to scare people to have a bear trap for them to sell out. What's a bear trap? A bear trap is such a move traps the bear positioning, leading traders to quickly close their positions, which adds to the bullish momentum. A bear trap pattern can occur at any point in the trend, but it can be quite evident during the end of a downtrend or during a bottom formation. So there you go. I personally believe we have found our bottom. Okay. We have done phase B. We've entered phase C. We have dropped just below our previous support, as shown in this picture right here, just to scare people. We've had our retail investors out now. All those people that did not know what was going on, that brought Bitcoin when it was all the way up here just before the capitulation, they're scared. They're out of the market now. What did I expect? I expected a big bounce as soon as we come below this support level. So I said we'd probably go into around the 28K area. What did we do? We found that there. If you look all the way to the right, 28,722. As soon as we hit that, what did we do, guys? We had a fat bounce out of there. In fact, if I even go to this 5-minute chart, here we go. Make that a little bit bigger for you guys. You can see the type of bounce we actually had. Look at that. We found our bottom there. And as I said, we'd have a big bounce out of there, back up. And basically, if you guys want to know exactly what I am expecting right now, if I go back to the 2-hour chart, that's what I was on. What I'm expecting right now, guys, is basically something to look a little bit like this. This was our bottom, of course. So we've found our bottom there. We've just gone below our bottom through the support that we held a few weeks ago. I'm literally just expecting a little bit of that until we do finally just start grinding our way up again. This to me is a perfect example of a bear trap. It is a perfect example of phase C in the accumulation bottom, finding that dipping just under our previous support, which people thought was going to hold. And if it didn't hold, people thought it was the end of the bull run. It was the end of the world, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, we've just obviously bounced straight above it. Now I am expecting us to carry on going forward. Now, look, not financial advice. You guys know me, nothing like that. I personally believe we found our bottom. And if we haven't, we were very, very close to, okay? But the way it bounced out of there, I fully expect us to just kind of play around in this area before we start going back up. And it looks exactly like this. Bear in mind, guys, Wyckoff phases always end in bullish momentum. Bear traps always end in bullish momentum. We found the bottom of our downtrend during a bottom formation. Is a bear trap bullish? Yes, a bear trap is bullish. So basically, guys, that is what I wanted to show you guys, because it's just extremely important that you guys understand exactly where we are in the market, because I know a lot of people would have been scared today. A lot of people would have been glued to their phone looking at their Binance, just watching the Bitcoin price go down until we find, probably watching that 30K trying to hold, and as soon as it broke it, you thought, right, that's the end of it, right? Well, hopefully you guys watched me from last week, and I obviously presented this case and I said this could happen. And as you guys can see, the Wyckoff accumulation is playing out to a T right now, to a T. And you know, I'm seeing a lot of panic all over Twitter and everything else, and I was sitting there saying, go down a bit more, go down a bit more. I want to see us get into the 28K, you know, because that's exactly what we were kind of expecting to go into on my channel here. And yeah, thankfully it has happened. So yeah, hopefully you guys are all okay though, man, because I get it's scary. I get it can be a very, very scary period. For those that hold a lot of crypto as well, you know, your portfolio can drop a lot in a matter of minutes, thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds, and it could be scary, man. And I know some people that would have sold out of their position, 100%. My mum came home from work today and said that her friend sold her Bitcoin, sold her crypto because she was scared that it was just going down. And we've been obviously stuck in this period for a while. Hopefully we are going to the moon together, bro. And, you know, the reason why Wyckoff accumulation is extremely scary is because it is extremely volatile. We go up and down and people don't know what to expect. Looking at this, if I take everything off the chart and if you just take a look at this period right here, right? And I make this a little bit bigger just so you guys can actually see the type of price swings we do have. And you can see clearly in here, this is just a 2-hour chart. This is what Wyckoff accumulation consists of. You've got a massive fall here. As soon as we fell, people right here would have been scared. So they would have been selling out of positions, out of their positions, right? But then we bounced all the way back up. So I presented the example of having a man named John. Again, sorry if there's a John in the chat, but I'll do it again, right? John, let's start from the top, right? John entered the market on the 10th of May because he was FOMOing. He was scared that he was going to miss out on all of the gains because it was all over social media. Everyone was crying on about cryptocurrency. So John came in on the 10th of May and he brought the top here, okay? John then went through a hell of a time. John had to go through this capitulation period, especially this scary moment here. As soon as the price got to around $31,000, John started to get very scared. So he sold his position. Okay. So John is thinking he made a very good decision here because it obviously carried on going down. But then what happened? Bitcoin decided to have a massive bounce back up, and John thought that was the end of the capitulation. So John brought his crypto back up around here, right? Thinking it's going to go back up. Wrong. The prices turned on himself again. They started going down again. So my guy John sold out of his position once again here, losing even more money. Then the prices bounced back up again. So John brought his crypto back here thinking, cool, look, we're going back up now. Yeah, we had a little dip here, but we're going back up now. Nope. Back down, back up, back down, back up. Do you see what I'm saying here? Wyckoff accumulation is extremely volatile. It is up and down and up and down. Here you have hope. Here we had hope, remember? Because what happened here, guys? Do you guys remember what happened in this area right here? El Salvador adopted Bitcoin as a legal tender. So John thought, right, cool, that is it. Bitcoin is going to the moon. Bitcoin is just going to go up in a straight line now. Nope, because the good news came right there. And what did Bitcoin do? Completely turned on itself. But this time, John is thinking, okay, you know, I saw this a few times already with Bitcoin. Obviously saw we done that there. You know, we done that there. We obviously done it here. And we done it there as well, right? So John's thinking, cool, I'm going to be smart about it this time because clearly we're just gonna bounce back out of there just like we done every other time. Then comes your bear trap, okay? So we draw this line right here. Cool, blah, blah, blah. Keep going like that. Then comes your bear trap. John's thinking 30K is going to hold right here, right? Nope. Bear trap. It breaks 30K. John's now crying. His wife is extremely mad at him for losing all of his money all these previous times and him saying that it's different every single time we've had a bottom and it's going back up. John finally decides to sell all of his positions here, hence the bear trap. And then we bounce once again all the way out. But this time, I personally think we are going to get out of there. Poor John. Poor old John. John, if you're in the chat, bro, give me a wave, man. John is negged out. John is finished. Poor John. The thing is, there's so many Johns out there. So many Johns. It's unbelievable. So many Johns would have brought the top and they would have sold the bottom, man. John! My G, unfortunately, your new American uncle did not buy his coin on May 10th, but I'm about to get in now. Bears belong in the trap. My guy, John. Can we all get a yo, John, in the chat for my guy in America? John, thankfully, you weren't that guy. You already got one out. I'm going to stop saying John because it's even annoying me now. So, but yeah, you guys get the drift, right? You guys get the drift. It is a very dangerous period in a Wyckoff accumulation. It can confuse a lot of new people in the market and it can cause you to lose a lot of money. So obviously the main thing is, yeah, let's get the Johns in the chat, man. Yo, John. I'm gonna say it myself. Yo, John. But yeah, the main thing is, guys, during these periods, you just need to hold. Holding and buying the dips is probably the smartest thing you could do because you don't want to be that guy, John, that is selling the dip and buying the top every single time, guys. Okay, because it happens all the time. Is it wise to sit on hands right now? All you got to do, guys, is chill. You guys know my stance. I say it every single time. And yes, Arsenal fan phone, I see you, man. Thank you very much for joining. But yeah, guys, you guys know what my thoughts are, and I presented this last week. So for those of you that weren't panicking today, that remembered the video, then good. I'm glad because this was exactly what I was rooting for. It's exactly what I was waiting for. And look, we've got it. And look, I can't be absolutely 100% certain, okay? But I do believe that the bottom is in. We had our capitulation, we had our accumulation, we've entered phase C into our accumulation bottom. We've had the all important bear trap, which we had a huge bounce out of. So I personally just believe now that we are just going to slowly have a grind back up. Our alts will begin to recover and everything will be back to normal and we'll all be happy very soon. All right. So yeah, that is basically what I wanted to show you guys today. And then just to kind of top it off, we've got a guy named his name is Todd Butterfield. He is on Twitter and he posted a very, very interesting, well, not very interesting, it's basically exactly what I've been saying, but he posted a tweet today saying this, looking like Wyckoff spring type action in Bitcoin. So even my guy Todd sees it. We had the Wyckoff and we had the bear trap, but we had the spring which bounced us straight back out of there, which is exactly what we were looking for, man. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to cover today. It ain't going to be a very long stream today, guys, because I know a lot of people obviously need to get ready for the England game and everything else. I did change the stream to 6:30. It was originally 6:45, but I realized there was no match today at 5, so I decided to move it. But yeah, how are we all feeling after today anyway? How are we all feeling? Chris, not even open Binance today. Hopefully it will drop on Friday, payday. Yo, John. Come on, you guys. That's it, man. Yeah, do you know what? I don't get paid till Monday, but I personally think we'll be pretty well recovered by then. I am expecting the rest of the week to be a lot better than what we've had at the beginning. I'm expecting a pretty green week from now on. So yeah, but patience, guys. Patience is the name of the game. It's just about waiting. It's just about holding. You know, they always say crypto is the most volatile market in the world, and they don't say that for no reason. They say that for a reason because it is. It just is, and it can really scare so many people, especially when you are entering, you know, periods like that where you're literally just going down, up, down, up, down. I mean, at the end of the day, looking at charts like this, if it was in the stock market, it will be like $30,000 to $30,050. Or let's just go slower. It will be like between $20 and $21. The stock market would look like that, right? But then in crypto, that, you know, that's between bloody what we got up here, 42,300 and 28,000. So there you go, just below half the amount. The type of volatility you can expect in crypto. So, you know, being rewarded does not come easy, guys. It does not come easy at all. We are going to hopefully start getting our way back up to these levels here. But again, there's going to be more dips on the way because every time, even when we recover, we're going to have things like that. You know, we're going to recover. We're going to have points like that. And every time we have points like that, people are going to get scared because they've seen things like this happen now, right? They've seen all of this and they think that this time round it's going to be different. Okay, so I don't blame them. Just stay safe out there, guys. If it is too volatile for you, of course, then crypto probably isn't for you guys. But you know, if you are able to handle all of your emotions, if you're able to handle the volatility, then look, you're going to be all good. It's just about holding and being patient in this market. I am a bit shook up by being John. Oh, we have got a John, just spelt a little bit different. Just spelt a little bit different. So, John, hopefully you weren't that guy, man. Breezy, how long can it realistically go on for? So again, when it does come to timing in crypto, it is extremely impossible to predict. But you know, if we take a look at the Wyckoff accumulation graph again, I think we're around here. Well, obviously we're here because we've just had this. So what I'm really expecting is for us to just kind of bounce around in our accumulation bottom again. So, you know, literally just bounce around in this area again. How long? I don't know. But I just do expect us to start grinding back up. Hopefully, you know, if look, time predictions are impossible to predict, of course. But if I was to make some kind of wild prediction, I would say that we're nearly done with it. I would honestly say that once we are out of here, phase D is all good, man. Phase D is all good. We start grinding our way up, and hopefully at some point in July, we'll be out of this whole resistance. Bitcoin will be back above $45,000-$50,000 level, and you know, the market can start grinding its way back up again. That's what I'm expecting. Honestly, looking at it by September, I definitely think that we could look back at these videos and and start laughing. We'll definitely get these videos back on and start laughing at everything that we had to go through, because by September I fully expect us to have made a lot of money, for us to have grinded out of there. People have to have taken profit. When does the bear market start? God knows. I've got absolutely no idea when that's going to start, but I've got my targets. I'm going to stick to my targets. However, I don't think we've got long until we finally start to see some price action. I mean, at the end of the day, if you just have a look and see how long we have been stuck in here for, guys, even if we just go from the dip, right? So if we go from here, May 14th, all the way to now, that's 39 days. Yeah, 40 days, guys. 40 days we have just been dipping and going sideways. So for a whole 40 days, this is what happens. But the thing is, like I said in the previous live streams, guys, in crypto, 90% of the time, it's just going to be sideways and backwards, sideways and backwards. It's going to be boring. There's going to be fear. That is exactly what happens in the crypto market. But it's that 10% of the time that is extremely exciting. You're going to make a lot of money. That's when people start flooding in, that 10% of the time. That's why it's important to, make decisions wisely. And if people understand how the crypto market does actually work, they know that holding and waiting is probably the best thing to do. Even if you are going through a bear market, right? You just got to hold, guys. Bear market, you got the opportunity to buy everything very low at the bottom. Why wouldn't you want to take the opportunity? It's why I entered last year when everything was pretty much at the bottom and everything was sideways and backwards again, just like Granite Xhaka, even though he's going soon. But, sideways and backwards, man. That's all it was. But I grinded, I kept accumulating, and finally we got out of there, and that's how I made the money. But holding is the most important. Remember, didn't make no profit for a whole 9 months. We're currently 40 days in. That's why things like this don't faze me. I completely zoom out. I take a look at the bigger picture, understand what's going on, then we make our decisions from there. And I'm just here to, give you my opinion on exactly what's going on. My uncle mined Bitcoin in the early days and gave me 1,000 on them. Told me it was a great gift and I would be rich. I brought a skateboard with them. Fell off it, broke my leg and threw it away. 1,000 Bitcoin for a busted leg. FYI, I know who Satoshi Nakamoto is. Good story, bro. I enjoyed that. That's a short story by John Fisk, actor / DJ. Holler him for more short stories. Arsene Wenger, yeah, I know. Yeah, absolutely. El Neni scenes out here, man. El Neni Granite Xhaka scenes out here. The whole Arsenal team, fam. Apart from Johnny's crying, broken, and divorced. Bro, John has gone through it all. Okay? You're either a John or you're either a Karen. You know how it gets. I ain't comparing Johns to Karens in here, so apologies, John. Not you, bro. You ain't that guy. But yeah, I'm just trying to say, guys, there's we laugh and we joke about it, but there's probably millions of people that are out there doing exactly that. Because when you look at it, guys, if we look at it from a broader perspective, up here in this area here, right, is when Elon Musk was all over social media. He came onto Friday Night Live in America. Everyone was buying crypto up in here. Okay. And is that even the top? No, it wasn't even. It's over here, guys. Over here is when all the hype was going on, right? People were buying and entering the crypto market knowing absolutely nothing, okay? And where there's so much hype and everything, prices will turn on you. The market will always do the opposite of what you think is going to happen. And what people thought was going to happen here, buying the top of Bitcoin, they thought it was just going to keep going up and up and up and up and up. Do you know what I mean? So when you actually look at it and you think to yourself, cool, Bitcoin, $65,000 right here. Just to double your money, it's got to get to $130,000 all the way up here. Do these guys really think that it's going to do that in this bull market? I fully expect it will, but not in this bull market. So then people also need to understand that most profit will be made on altcoins because they outperform Bitcoin. But then prices turn on themselves and they don't know how to emotionally deal with themselves when they are in areas like this. Cool, they can go through dips and highs, but 40 days, damn, that's just going to completely drain you. Imagine telling your friend to enter crypto and buy Bitcoin because, you know, he's telling you it's just going to keep going up, up and up. And he enters the market on the top day and then it just goes sideways and backwards. How is he then going to feel about it? Is he still friends with that guy? Do you know what I mean? Conflict comes into it, money problems. Your wife hasn't got a clue. She just thinks you're throwing your money away. Trust me, I've been through all of that, man. I've been through all of it. And I completely get how it gets. Yes, Mohammed. Thank you for joining, man. It's good to see you back. You could use a Muhammad El sideways reference. You had to play the Shaka card. That is ironic. Not you, Mohammed. Talking about Mohammed El Neni. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of sideways and backwards in Arsenal, though, isn't there? I totally love your streams, Tanner. Thanks for you. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Little off topic, Tanner. How much is one of them unbreakable USB things? Let me just get it. For those of you that don't know, sorry, my boobies are in the camera right now. There we go. For those of you that don't know what he's talking about, this is a Ledger Nano X. I'm assuming you're talking about that. You could basically store all of your cryptos on this little USB stick. It's completely decentralized, completely offline. You've just got to send your crypto here and you can store it. You basically have an app which goes onto your phone and yeah, you can send everything to here. I brought mine for, I think it was like $60, $70. Reach out to me because I'll be able to get a reference code for you, which can give you a discount. Anyone that wants one of these, Ledger Nano, I definitely recommend getting one to store your crypto on it. I can, because I've got one, they usually have like a referral scheme where I can get you a discount, I think. That was when I got it back then anyway. So if you're interested, just reach out to me on Instagram, Twitter, wherever you need to reach me out on, man. All I can say is I'm going to be ready for the next bull run, 100%. And so will I. Guys, I've had to learn. The crazy thing is, everything I'm teaching you guys, I had to learn everything myself as well. So I always try and present things in a way that I wish someone was telling me this information, if that makes sense. So yeah, I've had to go through all, but hopefully this time round, crypto comes in cycles. You know, we're going to go into a bear market for 3-4 years, whenever that starts. But then, you know, whenever we are at the complete bottom and, you know, it's all boring and sideways, no one's talking about it again. You're damn right. That's when I'm going to be buying a whole load of crypto and just holding it, just like I've done last time. You know, there is an element of luck involved in everything that I've done. I got in at a perfect time. I was introduced at a perfect time, but there's still a lot of money to be made in this market. And hopefully you guys are prepared to do that now. On a serious note, my uncle once brought a golden sword on the second life of 50 Bitcoins. You know what? On the subject of Bitcoin, I'm actually putting together a video for you guys on the history of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. I know it may sound boring, but guys, seriously, the presentation that I've put together there, and one of the guys behind the scenes helping me do it, you wouldn't believe some of the stuff, man. You would not believe some of the stuff that crypto had to go through, where Bitcoin was and where it got to today. I mean, it was only 10 years ago that Bitcoin was worth nothing, $0. It was like 32 cents or whatever. Come on, man. And it's like $32,000 right now. Anyway, I'll get into that another time. But yeah, there's going to be a video on that. Just finished recording the videos on tax for you guys as well. How to use a particular website to track your portfolio as well. So all of these videos are going to be coming to you guys this week. Hopefully the tax one may even be tomorrow. So look out for that. That'll definitely help you guys. But any other ideas, you guys let me know, man. I'll make it. Hit me up on Gram, bro. I'll be available on there. No problem at all. I saw something about poker first place, 500, second, 200, third place, 100 Bitcoin. That's insane. Where was that? Well, I'm assuming that must have been years ago as well, because that would have been it. That literally would have been it. Just to give you guys like a quick backstory on Bitcoin. Imagine Bitcoin was originally made, right, for people to use to buy products in like a game. So think of it like Fortnite. If you wanted to buy a skin, you're buying V-Bucks or whatever they're called, right? Well, back then they would have games where if you wanted to buy a hat or a skin, you'd have to pay in Bitcoin to do it. So you had all of these like nerdy little Bitcoin geeks trading Bitcoin to buy skins and stuff. And that's where it's gone from to where it is today. It is mental that, you know, where it used to be and where it is now. So yeah, the video will be coming out on that, and it absolutely blew my mind when I was looking at it all. Blew my mind. I don't know so much about Bitcoin itself, but I do now, and the history is unbelievable. John, what's your take on Band? Band was my crypto pick of the week 2 weeks ago. So if you haven't seen that live stream, John, definitely go and take a look because yeah, Band is excellent. It was one of my crypto picks of the week. My son is not spending no more of his V-Bucks now. Shall we invest in V-Bucks? Exactly. Do you know what? It's crazy though. You laugh and joke about it, but you know, you would have had Eugene and all them lot back then, you know, with their glasses playing on their laptops or their phones or whatever. Oh, let me buy that skin for 250 Bitcoin. What? Because think of it back then. If Bitcoin was like 32 cents and you would have had to buy a skin for like, I don't know, 100 Bitcoin. Well, that's probably a lot. 10 Bitcoin, $3 too, $3.2. Come, that crazy, isn't it? People were doing that. So it's just crazy from where it's gone today, where it's gone from back then to where it is today. And there's so much more behind it. The whole mining process, how that even came about. Man, after reading all of it, I ain't gonna lie, Satoshi Nakamoto is an alien. He's from the future. He's from the future. That's why no one knows who he is or he's nowhere to be seen, because my guy has gone back to the future because he does not exist in today's world right now. What this guy created was something that no regular human mind would ever have been able to do. It is beyond me. And there's so many questions to be asked about it. Like, it's not just what is Bitcoin, what's the history of it? Like, how did he firstly come out with it? Who did he present it to for it to actually get going? How did he even come up with the whole mining process from where it is now? Do you know what I mean? Like this whole blockchain and privacy and private keys and everything like that. This guy came up with all of this in 2009, apparently. Satoshi Nakamoto, 2009. So everything that he wrote on his white paper is happening today. How did he know all of this was going to happen? Because he's an alien and he's from the future, mate. That's exactly what it is. But in real talk, my mind was absolutely blown when you know, I read everything on that presentation, and your guys will be as well. I'm going to be recording that soon for you guys. But as of tomorrow and the next day and everything else, look out for the tax video. Very, very important. We all know how to pay our crypto taxes, and also tracking your portfolio. Got my water today. Yesterday I didn't have my water and I was babbling on for ages. My mouth was well dry after. My mum was like, why didn't you take no water? I was like, I don't even know. Yeah, that's true. That is true. They're also moving them to Texas as well and Maryland in USA. So yeah, they are literally moving all the machines from China to another country to carry on the mining process. Maybe not all, but yeah, they are. They're literally doing it. If my guy's from the future, I'll ask him for next week's football acca. Let's find him. Who is Satoshi? Maybe it's John. John, is it you? Is it you? You're asking my thoughts on Ban. You already know the thoughts on Ban because you're from the future, my man. I reckon it's John. But yes, it is crazy. It is absolutely crazy, some of the stuff that you're going to see. So many questions to be asked. But I thought it was important to actually do that because to understand what you're investing in, it's good to understand the history of it and what you're actually buying and where it's come from. It's only taken 10 years to get from where it was to where it is today. So I thought it was extremely relevant that we do cover that. And what I want to do is not just cover Bitcoin. I want to kind of go through each and every single cryptocurrency there is and give a backstory on all of them. So eventually I'll have like a playlist on all of the top cryptos so people can actually learn everything about it. So you guys can kind of become pros on exactly, you know, where that crypto came from, where it's going, what its plans are, the people behind it, you know, all of that stuff. That's what I'm basically hoping to do. This guy, man, this John, man, it can hardly run a decent game. So, but Uncle Buck said he mined Bitcoin on it. Uncle Buck. Your uncle seems like a legend, mate. Seems like a legend. Hope England win tonight. Yeah, guys, speaking of that, I am going to cut this stream pretty much here. Unless anyone has got any random questions you want to ask me at all. All the crypto recommend has been great. Not gonna, oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, it's just about being patient, bro. So keep holding. We've gone through the most important stage today, guys, and that is the bear trap. Okay, finding that little support underneath the 30k, which got a lot of retail investors scared and out of the market. That's done with. We can move on from that now. Start looking forward, okay? Understand it's going to take a while. Understand you need to be patient. And as long as you know that you're not expecting any mad gains in like a day or two, even a week or two, then you know what? You will be absolutely fine. When's the next crypto of the week coming out? Tomorrow, every Wednesday. Every Wednesday is crypto pick of the week, guys. So tomorrow I'll be presenting another coin for you guys to look into. We'll do all the research together on it. So we'll take a look at the people behind it, what the crypto actually does. We'll take a look at the chart as well, the social media, everything. So make sure you guys are joining tomorrow. We'll go through that tomorrow, the crypto pick of the week. Are there any games tomorrow, guys? Euros? Because there wasn't one at 5 o'clock today, hence why I done this at 6:30. Otherwise, they're usually 6:45. Let me just have a quick look. So tomorrow we've got Sweden and Poland and Slovakia, Spain at 5. So again, tomorrow's stream will be at 6:45, guys. Just so everyone can kind of catch that game, watch this, and then catch the game at 8 o'clock. Please, what crypto did you recommend? I've done 3 crypto pick of the weeks now. I have done, well, Luna, MIR, SXP, and Band. So 4. So they're the ones that I basically have gone through. They're the ones that I've gone through. So if you want to take a look at them, do your own research on them. Luna, MIR, SXP, and Band. So take a look at those. I've heard a lot about Algo. I personally have not looked into it. I know that's also to do with a lot of payment systems and everything else, but it's something that I just never got into looking. However, you know, the community on social media is huge with Algo. So I cannot give my honest opinion on it because I've never actually looked on it. It's just one of those that I never decided to look at. I don't know why, but I've got nothing bad to say about it. But I've also got nothing good to say about it other than I know it's very big, and on social media as well, it's great. Portugal, France is tomorrow. Should be a killer game. Should be a killer game. Is that at 8 o'clock tomorrow? Yeah, it is. It is. Okay, cool. So again, guys, 6:45 tomorrow. Get on it. Watch the stream. Smash the likes. We'll smash through the stream and the pick of the week. And yeah, we'll definitely go and watch that. Don't want to be missing that game, man. So yeah, we'll definitely get on that. Thank you, Tan. I love your videos. Uncle Buck would have loved you too. I'm sure I would have loved Uncle Buck as well. But I can only have one uncle, my man. And you know who that is. You know who my uncle is. Do I even need to get it out? Where are you at, man? John. Uncle John Sullivan from the States. That's my uncle. No other uncles around here. 3 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time. Yep. UK 8 p.m. guys, for those of you that do want to watch that, guys, please like the video, by the way. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Please do like the video, get out to more people, share the content, recommend them to me so I can help them. Are Arsenal really going to buy Mr. Magu as a centre forward? Who's that? Unless you're talking about Calvert-Lewin, because I know we will link to Calvert-Lewin today. I don't know who's Mr. Magu. Am I missing something here? I don't know. I know we're linked to Calvert-Lewin though. I actually want him. I really like him. Don't know about you guys, but I really like him. And guys, the crypto euro stuff as well. Sorry, it's been absolutely manic, and I have to physically go through and update all of that for you guys. So I probably won't do it tomorrow because of the crypto pick of the week. I'll try and get that done on Thursday so we can see where all of these euro cryptos are in the tables at the moment. See who's winning, see who's doing well. You guys know my stance. Italy for the win, got money on them. Hopefully they'll do well. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah, guys, I think I am going to call that stream for today. We're going 45 minutes. If anyone does have any other questions, let me know right now. Otherwise, guys, I do very much appreciate you guys joining the stream. It's really good to see, actually, because, you know, I went through a phase of quite a few people joining my streams. Like 15 to 20, and then it just kind of dropped down a little bit, but we're slowly starting to pick it up again, and it's so nice for me to see, you know, regularly over 15, 20 people in the stream nowadays. So thank you all so much for, you know, for joining and watching my streams, man. I really appreciate it. For those of you that don't know, every Monday to Friday between 6:30 and 6:45 I live stream. I try to bring out as many videos for you guys as well. I try to answer any questions you guys have. So any properly, like, loads of asked questions on a particular subject, I will always do a video on it. So anything you want to know, just comment on one of the videos that I've posted in the comments, man. I look at every single comment. I read and reply to all of them. So yeah, I'm more than happy to cover absolutely anything you guys need. Sinead, love your videos, Tan. I know a little bit more. Thank you, Matt. I really, really appreciate that, Sinead. Just literally, like I said, any questions you guys have and anything you want to know about, let me know. I'm down to do it. My channel's based off you guys and the community that I'm trying to build. So, you know, we can all come together. Like I always say, if one person's got a particular question, you know, then so many other people will have the exact same question. They just don't know it yet. So make sure you're asking. Don't be afraid to ask. No worries, Dan. Thank you all so much for joining. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share the content so, you know, we can help other people. Anyone new coming in, make sure you send them my way and hopefully I can help them too. Otherwise, guys, hope you enjoy the game tonight, games tomorrow and everything else. Yes, I am part of the Rat Army. But yeah, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow at 6:45. So we do not miss the game. See you guys later.